were you impressed meeting Alex Jones in person? Was it all you hoped for?
It was, I think.
Yeah.
I think if you go back and watch the video, you see the first question we asked him was how he never became a pro wrestler. You know, kind of greased the...
Break the ice, right?
Yeah, tried to break the ice. I grabbed him, pulled him aside. As a matter of fact, I interrupted an interview these two guys were doing about the most...
It wasn't really an interview. It was kind
boring
of...
effing interview ever.
Yeah.
Alex, let me ask you a question. Whenever you...
Poor Alex having to deal with those knuckles.
So I just jumped right in there and I handed him our flyer for Mind Control, put it right in his hand.
You checked it out too. You're like, this looks like a really good show.
Yeah, I think he said subconsciously, this is probably the best goddamn internet show out there. Anyway, so we handed him that, asked him a quick, you know, how do you not become a pro wrestler? I think Alex Jones' specialty is bringing pro wrestling to real life.
I got a lot of that vibe whenever I was watching these Houston and San Antonio and Dallas videos. The crowd was definitely chanting, getting behind Alex Jones, what he had to say. It's hard not to, you know, the stuff Alex Jones puts out there.
Yeah, and that's something I'm very interested in, bringing some pro wrestling to the real world. And I think you'll see we went out there and we put on a show. Go check out all our Dallas, you know, Fed videos. We went pretty fed, if I could say so myself.
Yeah.
It was all good, man. So I guess the second part, we jumped in with Alex about an hour later.
Yeah.
He was walking past us, and we were pretty much forced to grab him for an interview. So I just went ahead and talked to him a little bit on the future, Fedless world. You know, what's it going to look like? This and that. It was pretty interesting. He went and ranted on, and then you talked him to our bullhorn.
Yeah. Gave the Fed a piece of his mind with our bullhorn.
I yelled at the cop. He yelled at the Dallas police with our bullhorn. I couldn't have been prouder.
Can't get better than that, can it?
Alex Jones, man, I'm just really disappointed, man. His Fed videos have been, of course, blowing up on YouTube. Of course, thousands and thousands and thousands. And
when we uploaded this video Friday night, it wasn't showing up on the YouTube searches.
Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. Could not be searched for.
We were being silenced by YouTube and Google. But eventually, I think it was Sunday night, the video went live on the search, and we doubled our views that within a few hours with the video going live on the search. So people are watching it. We appreciate it. Anytime there's an event going on in Dallas, you can guarantee that you can bet your ass that Mind Control is going to be there.
So, I'd like to talk a little bit about our Mind Control butterfly that we have.
Yeah. I think that was definitely the hit of the protest. Nobody else bought a butterfly. There was another butterfly. She's more a fairy with pink wings. She kind of had a bag of nothing.
No. She had a bullhorn and everything, but she was boring.
She was in every one of those Alex Jones videos. Have you noticed that? She was always around Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm. Little teacher's pet suck up.
That's right.
No, we were nowhere near Alex Jones until we wanted him. If we didn't, you know, if it wasn't interviewing Alex Jones, we were off to the side.
Yeah.
Doing our own thing.
Putting on a show.
Putting on our own show.
Yeah.
You know, doing interviews for other people. We were interviewing people. You know, I was thinking about it. We're the first people to really do it all around. We're there, we're talking to people, we're getting exclusives with Alex Jones, and we're doing our own performance. We were protesting ourselves with actually the best bit there.
Yeah.
We had the two, go watch it. We had the two of us with our Mind Control butterfly holding up the inappropriate signs. You know, we just chastised everybody not to let her control their minds and warp their sensibilities.
There was a little bit of concern that people may not get the intention behind the bit. She was holding up signs saying "Love the Fed." She referring to Jeremiah's wife, Nina.
She was actually worried she was going to get shot wearing, holding up signs that say "Love the Fed." But everybody actually got it pretty quickly. You know, we had a couple of people rush up to us and they were like, "What the hell is up with your sign? What is it?" All right, and
you can get the fuck out of here.
So I just went ahead and started yelling to everybody on the megaphone, you know, and then they quickly got it. Oh, okay, I get it. It's reverse psychology.
I was impressed by that one protester that called it out from the start. MK Ultra victim. She knew what we were doing. Was she the one that commented on the nice boots, sister?
Yeah, she said she was the one yelling out nice boots.
Yeah. Did that make Nina's day hearing a fellow sister comment on her sexy boots?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Nina was out there rocking it, man. Yeah. She had the boots on. She was looking hot.
Not hesitant. We would go off and record some stuff and try to get some footage, and we'd look back, and Nina would still be there holding the sign like a trooper.
She was definitely the hottest girl out there.
You think that girl with the gray tank shirt and then the bandana and then the lip ring was competition for Nina out there? Yeah, she came from Oklahoma City. That's worth something, right?
Oklahoma City. Two things come from Oklahoma, okay?
What's that?
Queers and steers, all right?
I thought it was Texas, Jerry.
She didn't have any horns.
No. So we got out there. I think the protest started at 5. We got there about 5:30, 6 o'clock. It was a little bit of a comeuppance before we got there. Nina was late coming home from work. I was late getting here, of course. Poor Jared had everything ready to go. Had to wait in our sorry asses. But what else is new? Jared seems to be. Alex Jones refers to himself as the hardest working man in radio. I like to say Jeremiah here is the hardest working man in show business or internet YouTube videos. Jared's definitely hustling like nobody else out there.
Yeah, I got about 5 different fronts.
You got the music videos. You got that. I saw you put the promo up for this runway
fashion show.
Yeah,
it's just a little promo, and I'll put up the rest of that video here in the next couple of days. That
definitely adds to.
I'm just, what can I do? What can't I do? I mean,
that's like you do everything, Jay.
I do it all, anything and everything. Have you heard any? Well, okay, I'll tell you what I've heard.
Okay.
Media reports based on all this Occupy Wall Street, Occupy the Fed, all of it. And I want to start with our event because we saw it firsthand, and I watched the news report.
Yeah, it was on the news?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a news report local here in Dallas. We do this show live in Dallas.
I didn't see any cameras out there at the event, though. Was nobody?
Whenever they did it, who knows when it was. We're live in Dallas. We're live on Justin.tv/MindControlShow. Find us on YouTube later at YouTube/MindControlShow. Anyway, I checked this out on the local media, and the news around here is going right along with the national media as far as all the Occupy movements. They're saying, oh, these people don't know what they're out there for. It's all different reasons. They're protesting just to protest.
I think the obvious reason to be protesting out there is the current state of the economy.
I think the most obvious... Listen, that's why I say, I want to start with our event. We went out to Occupy the Fed. We went to an event called Occupy the Fed. Everybody there had a sign that said, End the Fed.
Downtown Dallas, at the Dallas Federal Reserve.
Outside of the Federal Reserve building. So for any media to come out there and say, these people aren't making it clear, they have no idea what they're protesting for.
What they want, right.
All we want is to end the Fed. That's the whole point of the Occupy the Fed movement is all this other Occupy, it's not going to solve anything because you're not, what are you going to do? Shut down Wall Street? And what is that going to do? Nothing. You have to end the Fed. Yeah. That's the solution. And
Stop the money flow.
And honestly, I was there with a list of demands. I was ready for some media to come at me, but nobody asked me what the hell the demands were. Nobody asked me what we wanted. I mean, let's end the Fed. Let's end the war on drugs. Let's end the war on terror. Let's audit. Well, all right, let's audit the Fed first, and then let's end it whenever we find out everything that's gone wrong with it.
Let's end the war on education. Let's end all these wars, everybody.
Every war out there, let's end it. It's all bogus. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
You're not going to change anything. If anything, the wars on terror makes terrorism worse. The war on poverty makes poverty worse. The war on drugs makes drugs worse.
That's the whole point of them. They give you this illusion that they're fighting something, but really they're.
Since Reagan started this war on drugs, how has the drug culture improved since then? Has it gone down, or less people doing? Oh, it's gone skyrocketed to the roof. Is that what you're saying, Jared?
Straight through the roof.
Terrorism too. Has terrorism stopped right after this war on terror?
You know what's funny though? The thing is, all these things that we have a war against, I say we, but our government or the elites, they also happens to be their line of business. They have a war on drugs, yet they happen to bring all the drugs into this country and
laundering money to the banks and all that type of stuff. Yeah,
interesting. Just interesting. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just a little annoyed, and I saw another video, basically a nationwide video, telling everybody that, just that. These people are jobless, these people smell, these people don't know what they're there for, these people are just having fun, these people are just protesting to protest, they have nothing better to do. Just don't let the media mind control you on this one. We're here, like I said, we're here to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is, people are out there, they know what they're protesting, they know why they're protesting, and listen, I think the revolution has begun. I think it's out of control now.
I think they've been in Wall Street for what, 4 weeks now. This is the 4th week right now.
Is it really?
So they've been there for a month. Yeah. Luckily, the events around the country didn't turn violent like the Wall Street one. Also, the police departments around the country weren't funded by J.P. Morgan Chase. That may have been a reason why.
Have you heard about Occupy Iowa?
Iowa? No.
30 people arrested.
Arrested for what? Yeah. Protesting? Isn't that
protesting
First Amendment rights?
For being out at the park and saying they're going to occupy it. Listen to this. Reports of dogs, pepper spray, and 50 to 60 law enforcement officers. Now, reading through this story, I think there were a couple hundred people out there, they said.
Yeah.
I've seen the video. Man, these people were peacefully protesting, just sitting there. The cops just walk up, they start, zip tying people to arrest them. They start removing their tents, I see this one guy struggling, they tased him.
Tased him?
They pepper sprayed everybody.
So they were meeting together in this park, and I guess was it a private park, or what was the?
Well, I don't think they were getting arrested for
anything particular,
for anything necessarily. Like they were on the park because it wasn't everybody. They were just right. Random people. It was just let's just start arresting people. Let's start.
Wow.
Here you go. 50 to 60 cops, even dogs. The arrest began. People were zip tied, and someone had his hands behind his back, was pepper sprayed in the eyes. Somebody was taking a picture of all this, and then the cops tried to go get the guy with the camera who caught them pepper spraying somebody.
It's illegal now to take pictures of police officers, right? It's illegal to get them on camera.
What do you mean it's illegal now? No. Again, I think that's brainwashing. That just because people started getting arrested all over the country for recording police, they're gonna,
and the sheet beating out of them. Yeah.
No. Record. These people are public servants doing work in public. If you can't record that, I don't know what you can record. That's the most ridiculous thing. 14-year-old child was arrested in zip ties and tents were taken down.
Wow.
It was really bad. I was there. Felt like I was in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan? Aren't people dying in Afghanistan, though?
That's a little sensitive and outrageous, but
fucking shit.
But still, it's ridiculous.
So I guess all the events weren't peaceful and police interaction.
The police didn't have the balls to arrest me. Is what I'm saying. They didn't have the balls to arrest me. Go watch that video.
Yeah.
I gave the cops a couple of cents there, more than 2 cents.
The line that got me was, "Don't train to put us in FEMA camps. We don't want to go. It ain't gonna happen." Something like that.
That's right.
And then after he said that, the cops mysteriously kind of gravitated to another part of the fed.
You start talking FEMA camps, and the cops just kind of get up and walk away.
I heard so the co-opting of these protests is kind of what's upsetting me a little bit. The MoveOn.org trying to get in there. The Democracy Now.
Every politician. I sympathize with that.
Yeah. Mainly Democrats. The Republicans are saying. The Republican Party line is these guys hate capitalism, is what they're saying.
Yeah, that's all. This is socialist movement. This is socialist movement. And anytime you want to take away from the rich, it's socialist. No. Just things are so out of control that all the wealth in their favor. All the wealth is over here. We're not asking for socialist. I'm not asking for any socialist programs. I don't want benefits. I don't want this and that. I just want to take these people down. Take them down. I don't care what happens to the rest of us.
The system maybe a little bit more even on both sides, not totally balanced for the rich. Maybe it'd be a little bit nice. But so these Occupy protests, the leaders have been told not to allow Alex Jones there, not to allow Ron Paul discussions to happen. So they're obviously they believe Alex Jones is a right-wing nutso. Same thing with Ron Paul. So they want to make sure that these guys don't get in there and tell them what's really going on. Tell them how to really change things.